Hello my Owelettes, I hope everyone is doing great. Today I'm going to be working in my Creative Daily Journal. I have January 1st and 2nd done, but I'm going to work on number 3, day 3, and day 4, I think is where I'm at. So that would be Wednesday and Thursday, yeah. So I printed my pictures out and I have some paper. But before I get started, I wanted to show you guys, I'm gonna do like a little video on this because I was shocked, needless to say. When I received this in the mail, this is a gouache set. And I was expecting, you know, like a standard, if I have one up here, like a standard size watercolor set. And let me show this thing to you. And I'm gonna do an opening of it. This is amazing. So I'm very curious how the paints are going to work, but I'm more curious about what they look like, right? And how they're going to work. So anyway, I wanted to show y'all really quick, but I'm going to be doing a little unboxing and going over this and playing with the paints, so you guys can come along with me because I have no idea what to expect. My other gouache paints, for one, I can't find them because, you know, I'm still moving things around. But also some of them are drying up pretty bad, so I wanted to go ahead and try to get something new, and I saw that. And I didn't want to pay a whole lot of money because I'm an inexpensive artist person, you know. And so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that they're vibrant and beautiful. So we'll see what happens. I believe it had good reviews, and of course I'll leave a link when we do the unboxing on Amazon, because that's where I purchased it from. The other thing is, really quickly, I am reading a book. Yes, that's part of my New Year's. Of course, that's been always on my list to read my books, and I started one over Christmas, and again, I love it. But I really have to go to a quiet place, and it just hasn't gotten there yet for me. So, but this one is Darling Desi. I am one of her Patreons, and she had a book, like, you know, everybody else book. What did she call it? Friend book, book buddy book, something like that, where it's like a book club and everybody reads the book and they can leave comments and things. And so when of course I thought I loved it because I love how she reads seasonal books, but it also, when I got it, and it was one of these like spur of the moment like purchases, but I'm so excited to start it because it's actually a seasonal book of September, October, November, December. So I'm really excited about it, and it seems like it's a pretty good read. So yeah, I'm excited to start that book. I should show you the other book I'm reading. It's right here. And I've had this book for a while, since like last summer, but this is one that I also want. I love of course, it's a picture book, but it's also about, if you don't follow Whimsy Chair Whimsy. I follow her on, I think it's Chair Whimsy. But it talks about incorporating creativity in the everyday, which I try to do anyway, but reading a book on top of that, look how beautiful these pictures are. It just adds to it. So I'm totally excited about this. I've been already reading it, but I'm excited to really start getting into it. Like I said, I've had it since last summer. Okay, so let's jump into journaling. And we're going to journal these 2 pages. This is Wednesday and Thursday, 3rd and 4th of January. And I'm going to, actually, I need some fluff in my book. So I found this from a Happy Mail that I received from Miss Tanya from a swap we did for the Anna Green Gables workshop that I did over the summer. And so I was like, oh, this baby blue is perfect for winter fills, because we have had winter fills. Of course, winter fills here in Texas is like, you know, not getting above 60 61. Today is supposed to be a warmer day, and then tomorrow back in the 50s. And to me, it also means non-humidity because we have, humidity like crazy. And so I'm going to grab my scissors up here. And so, at least where I live, I know that not all places, but I live really close, not close to the beach, but close enough, I think, where we get that humidity. I don't know what causes the humidity here, actually, to be honest with you. I'm assuming it's the coast. I don't know. Okay, so this day, I'm just gonna, I'm also reading, we're on reading books, right? And I showed you guys this before. It's called Romanticizing Your Life. And I love this book, you guys. I would highly suggest it so far because every day it gives you a little thing to do. And I know I'm still working on my planner, but I put those stickers in here as my bookmark. But yesterday was choose a theme song. And so I am actually... my daughter's doing this with me, which I think is so fun. And so we were going through all this music. I was going through a bunch of like my old 90s, 2000 music that I love. And it was so much fun. And she let me control the music, which, she turns 18 tomorrow, you guys. 18. And I showed her that Alice Cooper song, 18, and we were laughing about it. We had such a great time. And it's like, that is like romanticizing. It's just taking something fun and simple and having fun. But for this particular day, it was step outside, bundle up against winter's chill, paying attention to the small details that go unnoticed as you hurry from place to place. The glit of the sun upon an icy pathway, the crunchy crackle of boots on dried ground, or the particular scent of winter crisp air. Well, it was actually very chilly that day. This is this photo. And I actually did a reel on my Instagram. I'm really trying to do more reels, you guys, on my Instagram. And it was so much fun because I did exactly that. I went out and I had to check the chickens for eggs. And of course, the cows that we have on our place right now, they think that every time we go outside, it's time for them to be fed. And especially if you go to the back. So they were like staring at me through the trees and the fence. You can't tell here, but there's like this little barbed wire fence that keeps them out of we call it the chicken coop area because that's where the chicken coop is. But I totally just felt the moment. I love this weather. It was cool and crisp. Pokey, on the other hand, says it's cold. And so I heated up this gray thing is not a blanket. It is my bathrobe. And I had washed it and it was in the dryer. And I was like, oh, he would love that. And sure enough, he loves when I get clothes out of the dryer because he likes to snuggle up. And typically I'm always heating up his blanket. And what's so funny is that was part of this, one of the comments in here was heat up a blanket, cover yourself up, read a book, get cozy. And I'm like, wow, I do that for my dog, but never for myself, So it's really cute. It's really fun. I'm totally enjoying it. And, yeah, so I'm using my, die cuts from this last kit. I'm planning on using all of these up. So that's why I have them sitting on my desk because I want to, now the ones that say Winter Wonderland and snow, I guess today, like it's really crispy outside, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Frosty. And I could take a picture of that. But on my next day, I'm going to show you guys what I've been obsessing about too. I found a YouTube video that is a live stream, and I'm sure I remember a friend of mine, she would do this where her mom lived, and so she would live stream to see the weather. And it was also her old hometown. And I'd often thought about doing that, but I couldn't, there wasn't really any particular place. Well, I found my particular place. I'm going to go ahead and cut these down too, since we're doing both, since I have the tape out. This is the tape I get from Dollar Tree. Actually, Crafty Girl got me hooked on it, and I like using it on my pictures because when I use glue, usually I get it all over my hands, and then I touch my pictures, and they always have like these little glue stains on them. And this seems to really hold down the pictures. It's inexpensive. I just pray that it lasts, because I've expressed my concerns before on all the tape runners because of, you know, I used them in this cookbook I have that I made into like a scrapbook cookbook, and all of it's coming apart because of the tape runners that I used in it, and it's just irritating, you know, because you're like, it's not that old, and it's falling, it's got issues with, you know, pages coming apart, and so, and it hasn't been in different climates. It's been indoors this whole time in my cabinet that I keep my kitchen, my cookbooks in. So, yeah. Do I have my, oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, so with this one, we are romanticizing. I'm going to put this. And in this video, I'm just going to prep my pages, and then I'll come in and write in them, because, you know, a lot of times, and I've mentioned this before, is I have a hard time writing while I'm filming, because, you know, I've got to think, and then and plus you guys probably don't want to see me just write. You may be curious about what I write, but I hope to do a flip through if I can keep up with my journals, which usually I'm like, if I don't have my video, my journals complete, I don't feel like I can do a flip through, which we all know that there's days that you're not going to have your full day in there, but I keep thinking, I'm going to get it completed. I'm going to go back and fill in those days that I didn't get to, and then I'll do a flip through. And that, my friends, is why I don't get a flip through done. Okay, so let's see what we're going to do. I know I have a hard time using florals because it's not really, you know, spring. But this floral piece, these are so pretty. This is Willow and Sage by Bo Bunny, which I'm a big Bo Bunny fan. I wish I could do more of their stuff, but it's a long story. But I just really love, like, I think I'll put this over here. I just really love this, and this is like, to me, that looks like eucalyptus to me. So, with this kind of, it's not too much spring. The colors are muted. You know, so I am okay with, I guess it's just hard for me to put like real pretty bright flowers this time of the year, because I feel like that doesn't really go with what I'm experiencing, you know? Okay, so let's see here. We are getting my owls out, get the days of the week out. Do we have anything we want to add? I love these for a fresh start, new beginnings, because to me, I always feel like that's January. No, I read a very interesting story, which that's the other thing. So I'm about to tell y'all again about the Commonplace Journal. I am loving it. There's so many things like I read and I'm like, oh, that's so interesting. And then I'm like, oh, I have a place to write it down because I want to remember it, or just write the information, you know, and so like this moment, I do want to put like something in here about, and that's probably what my story's going to be, is about romanticizing, you know, the walk out to the chicken coop to collect eggs. And then we can add some blue in there. I don't really have a dark blue out here. I think the lighter blue would look better, just to outline these photos. Like I said, I am absolutely loving. Oh, and these, I've got a question on one of my videos. I use a lot of the Tombow. These I found at Walmart. So I don't know if they still have them anymore, but they come in all different colors. But I know you can get them on Amazon. And then I also bought these recently, and I'm really loving these. These are a Stadler, and I'll show you. It's kind of the same. And so I'm also loving these. And I've been, these were very inexpensive too. So, okay. So moving into the next phase. Okay, this is where I'm going to be adding this to my Commonplace notebook. I've been obsessing, you guys. Again, obsessing. This is on YouTube. I'm going to link it below. And I've been watching, this is that place in Vermont, which, and I'm going to put it in my, I'm going to talk about it because I'm going to add our picture that we took there, me and my sisters, when we were there during the fall. And this is like the oldest covered bridge. It's in Waitsfield, Vermont. And it's like I love this town. I want to go back. It's a very artsy town. And, so I've been watching now, and if you look at it right now, if you go today and you click on the link below to this video, it's a live stream. The light river is like right here with ice, covered with ice. It's like freezing over, and it's been snowing there, and it's absolutely beautiful. And you guys, coming from Texas, I don't know this kind of weather at all. I'm sure that most people are like, they either love it or they don't love it, but I hope to one day in my lifetime experience it. I would love to do a winter. You know, has anybody ever done that? I'm curious. I want to do that. I want to go somewhere and actually live there for a while. I know Darling Desi has done it, but I'm curious. I've had that on my want-to-do list. Now, to be honest, my husband has no desire to do this. So I would be doing it solo, which, you know, we're totally fine with that. We're not, we are all about just, you know, doing what makes you happy, and we respect each other for that. And so, but I don't know, it seems so, as before, if you would have asked me a year ago, I would have been like, heck yeah, I'm going to do that. But things have changed, some things have happened, and now I'm more like, could I do it? I don't know. Have people done it? I want to talk to people. How is it? You know, is it, you know, I think it all comes to if you would be fine being alone, you know, because I'm sure you can make friends, but of course I would want to probably work somewhere while I was there, or do something creative. That's what I'm hoping to do. But anyway, I'm curious. I want to know, has anybody ever done that, or wants to do it, or dreamed of doing it? I'm very curious. And some, I know I've gotten comments that like, oh heck no, I'm not going. That's freezing weather like that. Oh my gosh, sounds miserable. I have no clue. I don't know. I can't say it sounds miserable. I know it gets cold here, but where we're at, we're not prepared. I don't have a heavy coat. I just did get some rain boots that I wear outside. but that are lined, you know, but I don't have the weather gear for cold weather. I think if I had the gear, like the correct gloves, hats, jacket, boots, you know, shoes, whatever, I probably would love it. To me, it just seems so, and I'm going to use my word, romantic. It does. It does. So anyway, I'm curious. Inquiring minds want to know over here in Hootland. Do y'all love it? What's your feel? Okay. So it is Thursday, right? And I had my work, took a cute outfit. Been trying to take pictures of my outfits because that's part of an extension of who I am. And I want to share it with you guys. So I'm going to add some more green up here. So if you're curious, if you're on Instagram, I also post to my Facebook stories. Everything's under Rebecca Hoot. I would love to see you guys there. And of course here. So yeah, so I'm going to take, and I'm going to do another video. That's the next commonplace video I'm going to do is, I've been taking screenshots. I know, when I think about it, it's like, I enjoy this very much. So, like this I have no idea if it's warm winter nights, but like this house lights up. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Dreamy. This one I can use. But now I have to definitely write in here my obsession, because people later on looking at this book or be like, oh, is this where, you know, I've been talking to my daughter about different names for when I become a grandma. I was like, oh, you know, because we do have some German in it, so I was like, oh, we could be Oma, we could be Poppy. So I don't know what I'm going to be, but if they look at this later on and be like, oh, this is where she lives. She lived, what, Waitsfield? When did she live in Waitsfield? Which then I could be like, oh yeah, I did live in Waitsfield. But we don't know yet. Anyway, I'm going off on in fairy tale land, you guys, so. But I do want to talk about how this has been my obsession watching this, so it's definitely part of my story. And I'll explain it when I do my writing. Just filling in these, add some green to the page. And I thought I had a flower. See, like when it comes to this, I just had like, I thought I had a big set of flowers. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? Again, I was on the fence about it. Let's see, I had a bunch of these little ones. I was on the fence about it, about putting these flowers on here, but it just, again, I feel like it's Springfield, you know, and it doesn't quite feel wintry that if I put that flower on there. But with my outfit, it's got some pink in it. I actually wore a pink sweater over that, but the day got kind of warm enough to where I didn't need the sweater. Like today, I think it's going to warm up and then tomorrow back cold again. Alright, so I got the pages decorated, and then now I'm going to go in and write, and then I'll show you guys the finished pages. Let me get a pink marker in here. I got glue under my nail. And I'm just going to do little, to me they're hearts, but they also look like arrows. Alright. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, so I finished writing, and then I'm just going to add a couple little stickers on here. This is my Winter Wonderland girl. I'm going to put her right here. And then I had some hearts that I can fill in some of these spaces. Like this. Oh, I did add a cow on there too. It's funny, these actually came from Hobby Lobby, but they were in the area where you, for putting bulletin boards, I guess not bulletin boards, but poster boards. I guess it could be bulletin boards too, but I was so impressed. Well, you get a ton of little die cuts, and they're super inexpensive. So next time you're in Hobby Lobby, check it out. So I think that's good. And that's going to be a wrap. So I have the Wednesday the 3rd and the 4th completed. Thanks for watching, you guys. Oh, sorry for the glare. I'll see you in my next video. Have a super sparkly day. Bye-bye.